Hello, 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 hello. Stacey will be here in a minute. How does this work? Yeah, I'm messing about with this. I can now. I've now spent a bit of time messing about. I need to put my headphones on. That's it. Right, cat, stop. Oh, these need cleaned. Big time. I know. No, stay. You switch it off and other stuff because it interferes. Du, du, du. Right. Aye. So the nerves are really kicking in now, but I hate when I feel confident sometimes. I know that sounds weird, but can you hear me? Can people hear me, by the way? Can you hear me? Please let us know. Because I am not sure if these have hooked up properly. Oh, oh God's sake, what's this? WhatsApp can beat it. Oh, it says it's connected, so aye. Right, see this cat. Right, see what? But thank you. Cheers, Andrew. Ah, Caught me live for a chat. I know the thing is, it's a 7 hour time difference is a pain in the neck. I'm going to have to start to a non-rate. Our cat, see, our cat. It's her first time on heat and her last time. It's just been a bit of a pain in the neck, but I don't get it. Do you know something? I'm strangely confident, and I don't like. Do you know what I mean when I say I don't like being confident, even though that seems kind of strange. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Darren, sorry. Yeah, I've been messing about with the graphics and all that stuff as well. So she's maybe coming from. This is good, right? Okay, I get it. Got it. Cat, come on. Stacey's say goodbye. Right? I know. Ouch. She's got four male cats outside giving it. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what the team is. Does anyone understand what I mean when I say it? I don't like being this kind of confident. Is that something Rangers have done to us over the last 10 years, 12 years, 14 years? I've got my Buddha out. I don't know if you know, right? I've had this. It's the first time, second day I ever came to Thailand about 22 years ago. What you do with Buddha is you rub their belly for luck. So his belly's all gone. Bit of useless information for you, isn't it? I'm just, I see. See that? Haley said, Haley? Is that Haley or did you mean Haley? But, just, like, I don't, right, I don't know a lot of people. I think a lot of people, I'm trying to think sensibly. This is not by any means a season defining game because there's still too many games to play. You know what I mean? And I just think that there's still a wee bit to go yet before we can do that. Let's see, I'll find out how to do all these new graphics and all this crap. So I'm just messing about with it a wee bit. Aye, that's probably the best view of me in it, out the way. So I just be patient with me, right? I'm just finding my feet. But no, I'm strangely confident about this one, and I have felt like all day. I did have the best day with a hangover and all that. But oh right, I need to do the prediction. What time's that? That's an hour before coming on. I can't. That's a cat on my lap now. I'm just, I'm just in a call. I'm here. I know, cat. I know. I'm. Right, get. Aye, cat, go away, please. I know. She's brilliant. I'm going for 2-0 Rangers. And yes, just just bear with me, please, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here. Football, lifestyle. See if you see my, I know cat. I know if you see my when you can hear that cat, the poor little sod. When you see me put just in case you wonder what that FB lifestyle thing is, you get money off Facebook for doing that. I'm not gonna lie to you. You've got to get something like 50,000 views or something per post. So I've only managed to reach a couple. I know that's it. I mean, and it's yeah. I think you said that on the page, didn't you, Andy? Andrew, sorry. I know some Andrews and Andrews get a bit bent out of shape when they see. All you like, it's the old cliche. I mean, every cliche is going to be talked about the next hour or so. It's the it's going to be full of cliches, but it's right. At least leave everything on the pitch. Afternoon, player. That'd be good, wouldn't it? I just hope Big Charmiti does his thing. Excuse me. I just hope Big Charmiti does his thing. He see, there's two things about the law of averages today. First one, and I should really, we've got to talk about was Celtic are not losing 5 games in a row today. There's no chance, right? But I'm just going to the brightness up a bit for me. And Chermiti's got to score again. I know he scored once against Kilmarnock, but he's got to, and he played not too bad that last game. I felt anyway. I felt he played not too bad that last game. So it's but again, is anyone else confident, or is anyone else get a feeling of doom and gloom, or you know what I mean? If anyone else wants to come on, here's the thing. Copy. The link thing. Just copy and paste it. You need to be in a browser. I know. The thing is, Chris, Chris, the reason I put that bet on, I had 43 pence left in my bet 365, and I was just sitting there, I was like, why not, man? I know. The thing is, I don't know if it's going to be nervy or not. I can actually semi-see about these because of glasses, man. But yeah, I mean, there we go. That's certainly a positive. Is it a game that? Let's see if this was like the last game of the season when we were both level. You would play him for the first half an hour of a game, but we've got to think of the whole season. We've got to box clever. And if I know that, and you guys know that, the manager knows that, believe it or not. But I see. I'm terrible. I don't pay much attention to other teams, and I should for these conversations. You know what I mean? It's yeah, it's. Mhm. I'm just making another. I'm just making one more custom layout. Uh, for me, mistakes. I'm just trying. So I'm just doing something. Call it two. Right. Stacey's not here yet. But hey, high press. I know we're trying that anyway. But I don't know if both teams are going to be nervous. I mean, because yes, it's fantastic to score in the first few minutes, first 10 minutes, but it's also terrible to lose. Do you not think so? If he's fit, yeah, I would say so. I would say so. Yeah, I would give that a shot. Can it? What time's it? So that's the team should be out. The team's normally out about an hour before, and I think they've got to give it to the media and all that an hour before. I know the Champions League in Europa is an hour and a half in it. But, aye. But I'm not nervous anymore. I just think we're going to win. I mean, but the problem is, I'll be on live after it. No, definitely, Keith. That's one. The thing, I'll be on this live afterwards, no matter what the score is, and I'll probably go through the room with the laptop and put the or Pubama go to his game on. I think if he stays anywhere less than that, he's come on from a bit. Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. But I still think it's safe for Chermiti to score. You know what I mean? It's in the stars, man. A 97th minute offside VAR mess up that we get just to annoy the other lot. Because for the other lot, their game, they're under a lot of pressure. Parkhead will be right on top of them if the Sheep score first. But anyway, it depends what his injury is, though. You know, the boy will be wanting to play. You know, I would hope he would be anyway. Our back door scares me is because, as you all know, the last few games we've not had a goal conceded, but it's there, isn't it? It's there. The mistakes are there. The most important player on that pitch today is Jack Butland. You know, just to keep it a nil. If we go into nil, you know, and I know a lot of people don't agree with this. I hope so. That's a good one. I know a lot of people don't agree with this, and it's fair enough. Sitting here right now. If you all said nothing eats board draw, I'll have that. I'll have that. You know, I'll have that. You know, I know it's and like people say, "Oh, Rangers don't play for draws." That's a defeatist attitude. No, it's called being realistic. I think. You know, but really looking forward to it now. We Stacey, she'll be on in a minute. I don't know if you know, but she just passed her driving test a few weeks ago. So that's her. She's the taxi now. Oh, when was that? Was that today? It's been rolled out today. I didn't see that. Fuck, that's a bummer. That's a bummer if he's out. But anyway, that's other people need to step up. The thing is, and it's I think Gasson will be on from the start before Finlay Curtis. I know Gasson gets a wee bit of abuse for being greedy, but he scored in the last few games, although it was chopped off. You know what I mean? He's got the confidence and the skill. But what I liked about the last game was everyone was confident, everyone tried their nuts off, and that's all you want. You know yourself, lads and lasses, if somebody has a bad game but they've tried hard, you can't really dig them out for it because we all know they can't be a 7, 8, or 9 every game. Nobody gets a 10 out of 10, but you know, it's exciting, isn't it? I've been messing about with the banners and all that, as you can see. It looks a bit more tidier now than a bit more professional compared, you know, like the lads said it was actually extremely easy to do because to the right there's a panel. I should have done it ages ago. Can even do intros and outros. It's aye. No, so it's a two pressers because the one on Friday he said he was it was a they were assessing him over the next 72 hours. We didn't have two pressures. We didn't have two pressers, mate. I don't like it on my phone when I'm talking to you guys. It says rude, but it's my daughter, and I'm not ignoring my girl. Yeah, I'm sure it's money she wants, but yeah. He did. He does a wee bit. He does do stuff outside the box as well, Chris, and I like that. You know, because if he had 3 or 4 goals on his tally today, and that work outside the box that he did, if he did that every game, man, I think you can actually maybe see what the statistics said. You know what I mean? I know. I thought that was clever yesterday. Danny put him in for that press. I went to a new pub down in town, or not down beat. Well, that is in town, and it's actually quite a good bar. I never knew it was there. And the guys on offshore guys. So anyway, I'm waffling. This is the podcast for that chat. Danilo, that's quite a clever thing for him. On you go, Danny. You know, give him confidence for going into today's game. I'll keep picking my nose. I need to shave my nose hairs, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so because he's not on form at all. You know, and he's a bit of a liability at the moment. I mean, I don't like talking about Tav on the page or on here because it just turns into an absolute poop show. You know what I mean? I don't like that. It's just because when Tav makes, I always feel. All right, Thomas. The thing about Tav, I feel, see when Tav makes a mistake, it's like the goalkeeper make a mistake. as in the reaction we get from the fans. You know what I mean? It's what's my soonest thing? But aye, I moved it to think you can see it. There's loads of rig pigs, loads of guys over offshore. Or it was like the guy his bar was in last night. I knew his dad did smell well. His dad died a few years ago, younger than me. But he's a pumps guy offshore here. But it was a nice bar, food, TVs, football, his food looked nice. The food's always good, and I think it's a bar and Beach Road. You get the bar, then the beach opposite you is yours as well. So I never went to the beach because sand annoys me. But aye, oh no. Like Chris, there's loads of like offshore guys in party. 9 times out of 10 I walk away from them, and I mean that in the nicest way. But I can't even bother talking about offshore stuff with them. Sorry for a few minutes that me and this guy did last night, but after that, like, I'm Oski. No, but you know what the problem was? Because I put up with Moyovsky was out, but if you looked at the Rangers Twitter feed, which is what I was doing at the time, it actually said Moyovsky was out. So it made a bit of a. He is. He's not. He is poor. He's not. He scored a couple of goals, but who knows, man? Maybe that as well. That would be. I would take that as a centre. Tav, Sterling, Fernandez, and the two wing backs. Aarons, who's coming. I think Aarons is coming onto a game, and I can never say his name right. You know what I mean? I've got a cheat sheet up there. But Maloma, just to me, I've got it spelled phonetically so that I can read it right. But, like I say, I'll be on. Like, I mean, I'm not going anywhere now. I'm just moving so I can see properly. All my cheat sheet, not cheat sheet. It's just who's does what. But yeah, I think that's a shout. Actually, Stuart. I think that's a Stuart. That's a Stuart. That's a shout. But I'm just waiting this team coming out. But everybody's this. I feel this is like a cup final attitude, a cup final thing. State of mind needs to be in play today. Nothing else. Nothing else matters. Just this game. And the pressure it puts on the other lot if we win today as well. Both Hearts and because I believe Hearts will be under a lot of pressure. I think I went 2-0, didn't I? I said 2-0 on my page. And the thing is, if all the results go the way we want, absolutely. I can't stop. Trying to climb up. Everyone needs to turn up. It's as simple as that. There's no two ways about it. Here's the team. Teams out. I'll read it straight off you. Butland, Aarons, Tavernier, Sterling, Fernandez. You called it. Magoma, Barron, Raskin, Diamondi, Moore. One more. Moyovsky. I mean, I'm sure you're all. We're winning the day. I hate saying that. That's the strongest teams we've got. I'm happy with that. I'm extremely happy with that team. Oh man. Copy. I'm just I know I don't like doing this, but I've got to put the team up. Christmas. I always had the Christmas game. Come on. Posting my story. Change to the group. Where's my right? In the private. I know I've got a private group for the page, but that's for the I know. But who else is there? Tav playing in the centre back. What was your name? I know you told me name. Well, no, he can come on for the last. He can come on for the last 5 minutes and score the winner. It's a hat trick. I'm glad Miovski's there though. Yeah. Why no Curtis? Because Danny doesn't think he's good enough to play today. I think it's quite simple as that. Let me read that team again, man. Butland, Aarons, Tavernier, Sterling, Fernandez, Magoma, Barron, Raskin, Diamande, Moore, Miovski. Yeah, I'm quite good with that. That's with everyone that's available. I think that's about as good as we can get. The subs are Kelly, Nizala, Adamson, Dowell, Asgard, Gazima, Curtis, Shamiti, Danilo. There we go. Aye. Yeah, that's it. There we go, team. There we go. I know. I'm sure he's driven into him. Was that bloody tackle? I'm sure he's had it driven into him. I may be back for the game against the Beasts, so I hope so. He'll be right. This is a game. I would put it. I'll call it right now. He'll be our man of the match again. Butland, Aarons, Tavernier, Sterling, Fernandez, Magoma, Barron. You know, we all know what he does. Raskin, Diamande, Mori, obviously. Diamande, I know is, but yeah. But Diamande does. I watched. He does some cleaning up in that. He does some cleaning up in that pitch that we might he doesn't quite get credit for. But I know every time he gets you like no, 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 you know. But it's aye. Link. Oh man, I'm just going to put. I'm just changing that. I think it's yeah. I kind of mate. Yeah, I know. Great Wall of Canada. I know you've told me your name before. I keep forgetting, but I think he was rested the other night. It was a bit of a gamble. I think he could have probably played, but Danny thought we've got enough in the tank to beat Hibs. This game is more important for you. Absolutely has. Aye. Starling, aye. Yeah, yeah. Probably. It's just a good bench, you know. I mean, that is a good bench, like. And Azala's no bad player. And Curtis, Gassama. I mean, Gassama and Curtis, they can come on and change the game. We've got to remember that. Absolutely, yeah, yeah. And you're confident when he's about you. There's a bit of confidence when he's getting the ball. You think you're not making a mistake. He's not. He's not. He's not. Which he's not peaked like he did kind of did at the start of the season. But that shows you why I've got a fan on in here. That's why my t-shirt's jumping out with my hand solo and then so the selfie. I was pretty sick when they did that. You know, I mean, it shows you that they did have cell phones in other worlds. But anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I like that team. I mean, it's certainly a team set up to score goals. Aye, it's going to happen, man. I'm telling you. Right, what crap? Somebody giving me abuse here. There we go. See if you saw the DMs I get off Celtic fans now. There's a few. There's a few could end up in jail. To be honest with you, man. But anyway, never mind. It is a big game. It is a big game, eh? Allison's. I think you know Allison. I think Allison's blocked. I think Allison. That you know Allison that comments the page was brilliant. Wow, she gets banned all the time. I think she's a chatterbox. I think she posts too much on pages and that. And Facebook does shut you down. It doesn't shut you down. It gives you a sort of time out. Oh God, aye man. But we've got the technology that they go home and they sit in those. You know, they put those airbags around their legs and the ice baths and all that. You know. Absolutely. Listen, I think Fernandez is going to turn into a Marvin Andrews type, a cult figure. And he's never short of calls because you see him shouting at his back four, you know, the back line and all that. You see him, he's vocal and confidently vocal. And that's a good. I like this lineup, Alan. Alan, and I hate when I feel like this. I know that might sound strange. I hate when I feel this confident because it's just, I'm so, but not. I'm confident for a reason. It's just It's just this is why we love football. It's why we love our football team because of this. These are the games you live for. And do you know what I said yesterday? Excuse me. I had all since maybe Thursday or something like that. I've had this nervous confidence that I didn't know had left me, and it's like nervous confidence that you used to get 14 years ago that Rangers knocked out of us because as soon as we went down to those stupid leagues, which was horrific, there was no. It was. I remember there was that slogan, "This is fun." It was no fun for me. I hated every second of being down there. Anyway, but I was just this last few days ago. This is it. I remember this buzz. I remember this buzz. I three at the back with the wing backs. Yeah, Chris. But it's yeah, man. I'm extremely pleased with it. Just bloody. Are there Stacey coming? Hello. Right. See, I've got new
Hello.
setup. See, I've managed. Can you see all that? I've managed
Oh,
to do all
well, that's
fancy
welcome.
stuff.
That's welcome.
Aye. But aye, have you seen the team?
I've just seen it. Aye, quite happy with that.
Me too. I mean, we weren't sure about Tab, but that's a back three with the wing backs, and
Yeah.
it's a good bench as well.
Aye, Miovski. Oh, I'm quite shocked at that. I thought he would have been on the bench if anything, but we'll take it.
Aye. Absolutely. I think we covered this, Stace. I think he could have probably made Hibs the other night, but we're like, listen, I think we've got enough in the tank to beat Hibs at Ibrox.
Yeah.
You're more important next week. And
Yeah.
like we said yesterday, I'm sitting here now, Stacey. I've got no nerves or nothing. I think we're going to win, and I actually hate feeling like this.
No,
If you know what
I
I mean.
was
But,
doing my cooking this morning, and I was doing the bit builder, and usually I'm a bit like, oh, who am I going to? But I was quite happy. I didn't put the score on this
Aye.
time because that bust me last time.
I've gone 2-0 on the page. Look, there's your pint of Guinness, a pint of Monster.
Aye.
Mikey
Already
Moore will love
the
this.
I've got Mikey Moore on to score.
Close one. See, I've got WhatsApp on my thing; it's beeping away. But I think Mikey. But the thing is, like, I spent a couple of, well, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a couple of hours, but an hour this afternoon just looking at Hearts. They are a good team, man.
Mm-hmm.
But we can beat them, man. This is the games you live for, isn't it?
100%. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'd signed up to do some overtime today, and I was like, well, obviously between now and the games, that's not happening. But I was doing some this morning, and then my step-grand asked me to take her out of the hospital to see my granddad. I'm like,
Okay.
I can't make it now. I'll take you later.
There's some things more important.
Aye.
But it's just, and listen, see what time's that, right? See, in about 5 hours' time, we could be in an extremely happy place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't like saying this because I know I get jumped on. If we get beat, it's not a total disaster as it could have been. There's still, plenty to play for.
I don't think it's the end of the world, but
Win.
I just think mentality-wise, like confidence for the players, like if they can win the day, then they'll start to believe as well, which is the main thing.
And I think their next game, their next game's Hibs as well. Ours is at St Mirren on Tuesday or something like that, isn't it? Or Thursday. We play St Mirren this week at Ibrox, and I think they play Hibs. They play Hibs away. Let's see, Thomas, sorry. I would take nothing each other. I'd take a draw sitting here right now, you know, without even thinking about it.
Oh, 100%. A draw would be fine. But
and it's,
it'll be interesting to see what Hearts team we see. Like, are they going to be up for it? Are they going to be nervous? Are they going to bottle it? You can't really predict it.
I start talking about the virtual jinx, my bet. But, no, you can't, because I don't know if they're going to. Sitting here now, I think that I think Derek McInnes will say, just go out and go straight at them. Because I think it's a first goals the winner one as well. You know, if it is, I can't see something coming from behind today. I don't know, man. It's just it's so hard to predict, isn't it, man?
It's one of these ones that is like going into games this season, we've been a bit like, oh, we're going to get beat, or it might be a 1-0, or it might be.
Aye.
But this is it's good that obviously it is unpredictable. It's exciting.
This is like I said. I didn't know this feeling had left me till the last few days. It's like that nervous, positive, nervous energy. You know, I mean, for the game, it's really looking forward to it. But see, sitting now, although I guess there is a bit of nerves in here with me, but at the same time, I'm like, nah, this is all right, man. I noticed that. I noticed Motherwell a bit above us, but I'm not interested in Motherwell. They're not winning the league. They're coming second or third. Well, they might come third ahead of Celtic.
They'll be in the relegation.
Afternoon, Stephen. How you doing? Can you imagine that? But the thing is, I know I shouldn't really talk about them, but we've kind of got to see. I just can't see Celtic losing 5 games in a row. Just the law of averages and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the people ahead, Aberdeen are playing pretty well because I think they had a real poor start to the season, didn't they? And now they've sorted themselves out.
Aye, because they just seem to be doing no bad for a while there. So it's quite good that everybody seems to be having a good season. You know, there's no predictions.
Aye. I know, and it is because it is even last night in the bar I was in, he had the Man City game on, and then he had snooker on one telly, and the other telly it was Thai stuff, but the Thai TV was on mute because they were talking about the stuff that's happening in Cambodia. But then I saw on the telly, I just looked up and I saw Hearts Derek McInnes on the telly with Thai subtitles under it. So that just shows you. And I've never in the 22 years seen that unless it's only Rangers or Celtic that get a mention here on. And I'm talking normal terrestrial Thai TV because here they still, although we've got cable and satellite, they still use the old-fashioned aerial. One of the receivers is behind my house, like, you know. I know, and Stacey says this too. I just don't believe that that's cheating. That's influencing betting and stuff like that. If they were to do that on purpose, people go to jail. You know, I mean, they don't let them win. I just don't think so. They don't want. You've got to remember, Aberdeen fans and Aberdeen will want Hearts to win the league. They will try and remember that one. They don't want either of us to win the league, so they want to F us up as much as possible, both of us. You know, this next 5 hours, man, are brilliant, man.
I was actually just thinking it was only September that Hearts bet us 2-0, and it's like night and day. Like if you think back to, it's only that 3 months ago.
I know.
And look what's happened.
I know it's mental, and even if we don't win the league and all that, this Danny's just proven that this is a good manager. And see when he says what he's saying when he says I'm going to win ugly. What he's saying is I've not got the players I've got, so I'm going to get the best I can out of these guys. You know, and he's doing it. My Pam's actually looks like something's coming our way. There we go, Tom. Aye.
I've got round to watching his press conference as well, and I was quite impressed about how he was talking about the signings in January and stuff. Like, it's not very often you hear a manager come out and say, I'm actually already in touch with such and such, and well, fair play.
Aye. But we kind of said that anyway. It's me, you, me, Tam. We all know there's. I mean, what is tapping up? Is tapping up going directly to the player? I think that's tapping up. But if you talk to the agent, there's no harm in that, you know. And I think he's just realistic. He knows that we know that this goes on. So he's like, you know. And I liked it then when one of the press guys said, "What positions are you looking at?" And he started laughing. Said, "I'm not telling you because that puts the price up." That was brilliant, you know.
It's true though. Like, if he says, my main priority is a defender, everybody on that list that's a defender, the price is going to go up.
Absolutely, because a lot of the players will probably use. probably get I don't know if this for a fact, but I'm going to guess we've got our favourite agents, and they'll probably have a few players that we're going for, and agents at the end of the day, the more a player goes for, the more they get paid, but it's an interesting, what's that, 4 hours, 5 hours? I mean, I could be up all night making some quite funny videos or attempted funny videos again, but I'll be on Kerryfield all night on Twitter just watching that. But what I do like, Stacey, I don't like, but if we lose, I like the fact that if we lose, it's not a disaster. It's not like one game to go. It's not even halfway yet, is it? Have we all played each other twice yet? No, we've not. We've not even played each other twice yet. No. We've not played the Terriers twice. Motherwell maybe. St Mirren.
Is it April usually? March, April the split is, so.
I forget about that stupid split. I don't understand it, man. And see, at one point, this is what we've got to remember. There was even chat at one point of us if we would be the top half of the bottom half of that split when the old Poobah Magoo was in charge,
This is the thing, like, if you think back to, that 2-0 with Hearts and where we were a couple of points off bottom, and it really is.
I know. Aye. And then I remember, I think it was about the fourth game in or something. In a 5-day period, if results went the right way, we were bottom of the league.
Yeah.
All right, you can be bottom of the league the first game, but that doesn't matter. That's just because, and it could be alphabetical. But to be 5 games in and be bottom of the league is unthinkable. And look where we are now. And in 3 games' times, we could be sitting top of the league.
It's just.
Well, I said we could go. I know. I said we could go top of the league if we beat Celtic on New Year's Day or the 3rd or whatever it is, and I get absolute dog's abuse for it. And I tell you what, I've bookmarked that one. I don't like saying there's something I despise on the page that people say. I told you so. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But there's a way of saying it. But it's when they actually use like I told you so. I just ban people that say it because it irritates the life out of me, man. But I
think
let's do this
if
today.
we go above them at Parkhead, I think me and my pal will be at the back fisticuffs.
Are you in Australia then?
I'm in Australia then, aye. That's what I'm saying.
What route are you going? How are you getting there? I know it's a plane you're going on.
I'm going for Glasgow to Heathrow. Glasgow to Heathrow, then Heathrow straight to Perth.
Perth's nice, man. I was there last year offshore. That harbour, the harbour area at Perth, that bar, what's the bar called? The Easy Shag or something like that. It was brilliant in there, man. It was just right on the water and all that. What I liked about Perth, it was clean as anything. And the roads, you could have the Formula 1 in the roads. That's what I was, because I stayed in a hotel out at the airport. And I think I got to Perth about 8 in the morning or something like that. So I went for a few hours cab. And I get the bus into town because there's a new train station where the hotel was, but they were doing works or something, and I went out. But it's not cheap.
No, it's not. I didn't realise how much it actually was. I remember the first time we went out to their local pub, and I was like, I'll get the first round, obviously, thanks for putting me up. And it was 3 pints of Bulmers, and it was like $45. So it was like, what?
So that's like 23 quid or something.
Aye. I'm
not. I don't know, because I stayed off the side of distance, so that's why I wasn't that bad today. Are you going to watch it at the Rangers Perth Rangers Supporters Club? No, your pal's a Celtic fan, isn't she? So.
My pal's a Celtic fan, so we were talking about going to the Scottish bar, the Piper's Inn.
Right, okay.
They show it, and it's like a neutral.
Aye.
But I don't know, because he's never watched it with Rangers fans either. So, like, this is the first time, because I'm her pal. So,
she can just go to the... So sometimes, see something like you're better just sitting watching in the house, you know what I mean? See, I can't watch a Rangers Celtic game in a mixed pub because I'm everything that's wrong with it. I'm like, you get out, you know, I get hoofed out, you know what I mean? I can only watch it with Rangers fans. I'm just, I actually just prefer what. But the thing is, this last 10 years has been so harsh. I would say 90% of the Rangers games, if I wasn't at it, it's in the house when it was here or up the road. You know what I mean? It's
I just it's always there's always somebody in it. It doesn't matter if there's always one that just wants to kick off, and it just ruins it for everybody.
I'm not quite that bad, but it's just it's because you can do what you want and say what you want. You know what I mean? If you're with your own, you know. But,
absolutely.
And because they've been so dominant as well, you're kind of going into games saying we're going to get beat here. You know that unfortunately that's the way it's been for the last whatever amount of years. I'll better charge my phone just for a second, but it's I think we're winning the day, man, and I know that's are we second? I'm going to get some adapter in here.
I'm actually just looking to see.
I know that's it. Right, everyone, put your score in the chat.
Is Chimiti on the bench? He will be.
Aye, hang on, where is it? Yes, the bench is Kelly, Nazala, Addison, Dowell, Asgard, Gassama, Curtis, Chimiti, Danilo. See, the bench isn't too bad either. I totally, Alan, totally. 3-2. That's one for that's not good for the heart, that game.
No, I don't. Do you know what? I think it is going to be one of the games. It's either going to be like a 1-0 nervy, or it's going to be like a 1 goal in it.
A belter, aye. I know. Listen, and we've said we could get a sore one or not. There's no doubt about it, man. You know, we might get put back.
2-1. I was looking 2-1 when I was doing my bet builder, but I didn't put it on. But take it.
Aye.
I'm going to give a stupid one just to be funny. I think we'll go out and hammer them. We're going to win about 5-1.
Why the devil? I tell you what, see if that comes in, you're going to absolutely boot yourself.
I know.
Last night when I put that bet on last night, I'd 43. I was a few. I'd never had a Jaeger bomb, believe it, in my life, and the guy was dishing them out the ones the barman. That's vulgar, that stuff. But I had a few of them. Then I thought I looked at my bet 365 and had 43 pence left. I thought I put a hat trick on Sharmiti, but he's not even starting. So.
Well, it was 100-1 for Chimiti. He scored a hat trick on William Hill this morning.
I think it was because it's 43 quid. I get back to If it's not coming in, it's not even getting close. But aye. But,
you never know.
That team is set up, man. That's a good. I wasn't sure about Tav, but it makes sense that somebody said further down in the comments, Tav with the other two boys with Sterling and Fernandez. There's an old head there, but I kind of feel, man, Sterling's a kind of mature guy as well. There's a bit of maturity about him. I'm not exactly sure what age he is, but he's got an old head on him. But
this maybe allows Tav to go forward again, like what we've been saying. Like Sterling will just stay behind and allow Tav to do what he's actually good at, and not have to worry about.
It's actually quite. It's quite difficult to see because it's 3 at the back with the 2 wing backs, but I mean, whether Aarons moves into the middle when he goes forward, or I don't know. Do you know something? I think today Tav obviously takes the free kicks and all that, but I think it'll be Tav will be told by the gaffer, you stay at the back today. Don't venture forward too much because they're quick in the counter, you know. And Tav's not got the legs he did have before, you know.
Unless he's maybe
hard one, isn't it? But it's
Aaron's in behind him, but then saying that,
but Aaron's is good at going forward though.
Mm-hmm. He's done well the last couple of games going forward, so maybe they just interchange. Obviously, if Tav goes, he stays, and if
I could do that one. Aye. But this is a good thing. We can't guess, Danny, that there's options on that picture. I never get bitten by mosquitoes, but I've just been done by one. But aye, 5-1. There you go, Stacey.
Yeah.
I know, but I hope you're right.
These are all in my gambling habit.
I'm lucky it's one of the few habits I've not got. Well, definitely, we'll be on straight after this, Stacey, right? It's after the game, no matter win, lose, or draw. And how quick is the Celtic game on after us? Will it be on more or less right away?
What they 3 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Right, I need to check.
I don't know. Are they being funded for telly, or are they just the usual? You'll need to get the Celtic TV or the.
They're on at 10 o'clock, which means that 10 o'clock my time. That means 3 o'clock, so it's more or less right after us. But you'll be able to find it. And the thing is, I'm certainly not putting on Celtic TV. It'll be Aberdeen's one, but not that I'd do that. Not that I've got a fire stick. Aye. Yeah. So it's more or less one into the other. Aye. Is it on Sky, people, or the other one? Is it on live? It's got to be live. Saying that is very rare at Celtic. If Rangers or Celtic at home, they don't usually show it live on the telly. It's unless it's against each other.
I don't think so, because if you think about it, they didn't really predict it was going to be like this on the lead up. So Sky have maybe went no because it doesn't matter.
Right, it's on Terrier TV, so aye. We'll certainly know how to find it, I'm sure. I don't know. I'm going to try something here. No, I'm not doing that.
Well, we can. Hi, Alfie.
No.
We can.
Where's that, Mum? I know it's all right, but and the thing is that the is it on? It's on Sky, is it? Aye, okay, no, then aye. But I think maybe they changed it because I think I'm pretty sure that. Sky have got options when things like this happen, when games start to materialise like this, or situations which is right, okay, we've got to change this, So how long are you in Australia for then? When do you fly?
I fly out the 28th of December and I come home the 19th of January. So it's just under.
So more or less a month, aye. Aye, and it's their summer as well, isn't it?
Aye, so I've been trying to find summer clothes. Like, what a nightmare. Then my pal was like, you do know there's shops here. Like, just pick what you can.
See, what I tell people, because I travel all the time, number one, don't take toiletries with you. Buy them when you get there because it takes the weight out your bag. Never, ever, ever travel in light clothing because if somebody spills something on you, I don't know if I told you this, but this is a bit... Might have a first time flying. I was in the Royal Navy. I flew up for the weekend from Heathrow to Glasgow, right? And this is when I was 17. And I'd never been on a plane before. So I flew up. And I remember when we were deplaning and I looked, there was a lady in front of me getting off. And she's like crepe coloured. They look comfortable, cream on. She had a nightmare, if you know what I mean. Proper nightmare, you know what I mean? And that stuck with me from that day. I've never ever flown in light clothing since. And always put your passport in your bag because I used to, because I've got combat trousers that I travel in just for the pockets. But then I realised, wait a minute, if the guy next to me spills his coffee and it goes onto my passport, that's a nightmare. So I always put my passport up there. And I remember somebody said to me, somebody might nick it. Mate, you're on a plane in 35,000 fucking feet. Who's going to nick your passport? You know what I mean?
No, I used to work for the passport office, and the stories we used to get for stuff and
and there's some places like I know for a fact what's the place what's Australia, Spain again, what's it called, Bali. I know they're mega strict because I had to do when I flew back from Perth the last time. I actually went Perth, I know Darwin, that place. Then Bangkok, but they go right, and there was a woman. They didn't let a woman into the country because of her passport, and it was a tiny. There was no much wrong with it, and she was in absolute floods of tears, like
I've heard it.
You have to pay £100 or something.
I've
got 2 passports. I'm sure you know that we're allowed 2 passports, so I've got 2.
Oh, you're one of them.
I'm allowed to though. My company says it. But there's some pilots have got 3, haven't they?
Aye, it's a pain.
Some pilots have got 3. I can only do it at the passport office. I can get a new passport here, a singular one, but my second passport I've got to go to the office in Glasgow to get it into. I just pay the extra and get it done in the same day. Was it 6 hours or something it takes them or whatever it is?
Aye, well, they started doing a digital version of it. So you do most of it online and then you just go and do the swap over. So it's quite good.
Right, okay. Last time I did mine was about 2 years ago. Because I always get the 60-page, and like 2 years ago, actually 2 years ago, it's almost full already, man. But anyway, aye. No, I know. After the, I know. But, oh, excuse me.
You saying hello?
Aye, but so it's quite. See, when I asked the question, what does everyone think the result's going to be? Most said, I did see one person say we're going to lose, and that's quite unusual. I mean, on the page, right? Let's go to my thread on the page. What they're saying in there.
Aye, just put it out for consensus.
Aye, yeah, a minute. Need to refresh that. Where are we? I'm going 2-0 Rangers. What's most? There's 12 comments. All of the comments. Rangers win 1-0 win, 2-0. 1-0 Rangers. What's the other columns? So, see, I don't care about the VAR stuff and all that. Hart says Rangers, but he says 2-1 Hearts, and that's Andrew Johnson. That's probably right. It's very. So it's only one that said it's not going to win, and I mean, listen, it's stupid to think it's going to be anything but.
What you know,
it's an extremely it's an open gate. The thing is, I don't worry about the refs. I never do, because I don't want to start a thread about refs, because it's just talking about the film. Because I say it a million times, I'm a firm believer in, if the referee sends somebody off or gives a foul or a dodgy decision, we've got 89 other minutes of the game to score more goals than the other team. That's my attitude to it. Like, yeah, see, this is it exactly.
It
is, Robert. It has. The old school way. Thought one that I say the nervous energy I've got. Well, I'm not nervous now. I'm just buzzing for it.
Yeah.
In a way I've not had in a long, long time. Because I went to Hampden the other week, or a month ago, when it was for the semi, and I went to that, and I wasn't buzzing that for it, and the result was what the result was. But this is like that, as Robert says here, man. It's exactly that.
Right, I've put 2-1.
What did you put on? Sorry,
I put the 5-1 on and the 2-1 on.
Right. So, here's a Hearts fan, man. Honestly, mate, I've got no idea what the score is going to be, but I think deep down we would both take it. You might not admit it now, but see if the final whistle goes a draw, I think both sides are like, well, right, okay. It doesn't damage. It doesn't damage us too much, but I think Hearts need it way, way more than we do. Well, do they? I don't know. It's a game you've got to look forward to.
We'll bet both of them.
4-2. Listen, our defence is like that, but and we're not good at scoring at the moment. I'm just glad Miovski's starting. That's a real boost for us. I just think, I don't know if aye. Well, if we go 2-0 up, Daniel sitting like he did. I think that's what he did against Hibs. Is we were 1-0 up, and that's why he made the subs he did. And a lot of people would go and was like, nah. When he thought about it, he killed the game. And remember, Hibs' only shots were from outside the box, and then there was that corner. Everyone was putting himself for me. And when you saw the goalkeeper come up, you're like, oh no, you know what's going to happen here, man. But aye. There we go. There we go, guys. I know you. Right, Danny's just spoke to he's done his pre-match presser, but I'll go catch that one off. No, it's good when you get other fans on. There's one team that I won't allow on, but most are, and I think I've had a couple of Aberdeen fans come on trying to act the big man. I might get a fucking Aberdeen fan. Fuck off. Jambo's. There was that other Tarts fan that comes on. He's a really nice guy as well.
The Jambo guy, as we call him. Is it
after?
There was a tube behind me. I didn't know that's what he was wanting.
Right, there we go, Alan. Alan, you've got to remember it as I tell you what, Alan. Why did I just call you Alan? Shanks, I tell you what, right, I'm not going to pretend I know what. Well, I know Tynecastle is it's an absolute belter of a stadium. Would you say the atmosphere that they're at today will be right up with some of the best atmosphere you've ever had at Tynecastle today? It's certainly at the start of the game. Me too. Like I said, that thing is, Stacey, I think they're about 30 seconds behind us when we talk. Like, you know, that's always you're like, and I think they do that to moderate. I think I watched on YouTube. They do that to moderate that because we're getting watched by AI. Like if it was a dodgy pitch, you know what? We don't need to go deep and meaningful about that, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Aye,
which is a good thing. Aye. Because I remember I told you I had to shut the page down once almost because. Yeah. The bots hit me one day with real sick stuff, but anyway, Facebook sorted it. But so half an hour to kick off. Right, Stacey, we'll knock it ahead in 5 minutes. We'll get five more minutes, then we'll let everyone go and watch everything. Oh, bro, listen, Shanks, mate. I think Rangers and the Jambos have got it. There's a kind of. If there's a team we're friendly with in Scotland, it's the Jambos, isn't it? Listen, we've both got the thing. I see Big Fernandez has spoke to Rangers TV as well. Again, that's brilliant. He's putting the right players in front of the telly to give them. It's a confidence thing, you know. And the player can say no as well. He can say, "Look, I'm not," you know. So he's testing them a wee bit as well, I think. So that's great.
Just to see what all they've got.
Aye. So I'm not going to. I know Shanks, you might not want to see what pub you're in. Are you in Robbo's or Robbo's is gone in? What's the Lucky's? I know Big Tyson. I don't know. Do you know Tyson? Shanks. I know Big Tyson. But I've known Tyson about 20 years, man. But yeah.
Aye, pubs will be buzzing.
I know, but the thing is, but you think we've not been away at home and away, but then there's a law of averages, so that it's got to fail sometime or something like that.
You're talking about no jinxing things, man. Come on, that's jinxing it.
Well, no jinx. If Rangers lose, it's not my fault. Shut up. But, listen, there's one more. I always blag this one. There's the link to my YouTube's down there. It's an easy one. Tynecastle Arms. Aye. Do you know Tyson, by the way, Shanks? Big Tyson, big lumpy boy. I know he drinks in. What did I just say? It's not Rob. What's it called? Lucky's. I know he drinks in Lucky's. I know there's Edinburgh is a stunning city. Like I remember when I took my wife and kids there, man, just the whole Princess Street and everything like that. I've been around the world a million times. There's no high street in the world get a view like that. You know, I mean, when you look across to the what am I trying to say? To the castle and all that. Edinburgh is nice. Like, I've never been to a military tattoo, and I really want to go to that. It looks brilliant. Tyson. He's a bit of a boy, shall we say? I know him for all that stuff, but he's a great guy, Tyson. He's a tag one. Right, I tell you what, Steve, we'll knock this in the head, and we can all go and start to watch the telly because I'm through the. But I'll come on straight after, and if we're like 2 or 3 up, a few minutes ago, I'll certainly come live. But all right. Again, thank you everyone so much for joining in, and I'll see you all in a few hours. Hopefully, we are all extremely happy.
Yes. Here we go.
Right. Cheers, Stace.
Right. Cheers. See you after.